Yo, it's Tuesday. So you know what that means? It means we weren't here yesterday. That's what it means. We were not available yesterday, but we're here today with my beautiful, lovely, amazing co-host, Miss Janell Mayfield. How you doing?
I'm wonderful. Happy Tuesday, y'all.
Happy Tuesday. Oh, I like the shirt. Is that a Howard shirt?
Yes, this is a shirt that Chubby sold to everybody. It's the 100-year.
That's a dope shirt. I like that. I like that. Welcome everybody. It is a new week, and so much has happened since I saw you last. Miss Mayfield, what were you up to? What you been up to?
Work and holiday decorating. Getting ready for not really getting ready, getting deeper into the season. Yeah.
Is he helping? He doing his
Yes. He's very helpful. He loves helping. He has a tree in his room. He helped me do the tree downstairs. He unfolded all the lights to make sure they were all working. He loves helping. It's his jam.
I like that. I like that he's involved in it. Do you get a real good sense of joy now, like being a parent and watching their sense of wonder when it comes to the holidays? Or are you just like, dang, I got to spend money right now?
No, we don't really spend much. We're more about experiences and savings. And that boy don't need much of anything. But I do like this weekend, he's gonna go with my parents. My dad's gonna go somewhere. He always gets a very, very large live tree. He said he's trying to go for a 10-footer this year. And he's gonna take Zaire, and I know Zaire's gonna have a ball.
Okay, that sounds good. I like that. It's building traditions. I like that. Building family traditions. I just want to say thank you to everybody that wished me a happy birthday on last week.
The old man.
I feel like I am getting old. I'm getting old. I turned 32, and it's a blessing just to be able to age. And you know what else is a blessing that I really thought about this birthday. I spent it in Jamaica, and I was like, people really don't have to mess with you. Like, people really do not have to like you. They do not have to love you. They don't have to do things for you. But I thank God that He's put people in my life that actually do, and that show up constantly for me all the time. And that's the best gift of all. People that really rock with you. Like, the older I get, the more I'm feeling like you can say happy birthday, you can post the generic stuff all the time, but like people who really rock with you and really check on you and stuff, that made this year. This year was tough for me, like physically, health wise, like everything's been tough. But just good people checking on me and being there for me this year. I'm so thankful for that. So 32 is in effect. We'll see what happens going into this next one. I'm ready for God to do His thing. I'm sitting back and enjoying the ride. So thank y'all for that. I really appreciate it. Man, we got a pretty good show. We got a lot of stuff that happened over the week, so let us get to it. The holiday season is here, and with that being said, some questionable things start coming out the kitchen, and I think there's some things that have been on the tables too long at times, and so those are the things I kind of want to focus on today. What things do we think need to go ahead and get off the dessert table? So Janelle, you got any desserts that you think should no longer be on the dessert table?
I feel like everything I say when it comes to food, you're gonna judge me.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, because last show you tried to
Kind of pie.
what?
Any kind of pie.
Any kind of what?
I don't like pie at all. There's no pie that I like. So pie can completely go. See, I told you you're gonna judge me. You're judging me right now. Literally right now.
Bye.
You get a few little enhancements.
I get my soundboard back and everybody's dying now. But no. Any kind of pie though? Any kind of
I
pie?
like pie.
Not even that warm apple pie with a scoop of vanilla ice cream and a little salted caramel swirl on it. And I don't even like sweets, and that hits.
And I do like cooked or fried apples. I do, but I just don't want it as a pie.
So you don't like cobblers either. Then. I'm not a big cobbler fan though. Like I'm not a peach cobbler fan, and that bothers people when I say that. Like I am not a peach cobbler fan.
No, I don't want none of it. I'm very simple. You can give me some cookies and I'm fine.
You know what cookie needs to go? This is gonna be done, Papa. You can boo me now. That sugar cookie with that thick layer of like green and red.
Me and Zaire love. Me and Zaire, I got a huge box of them for me and Zaire. That's our jam. He had one for her. They're so good. Trevor doesn't like them either. He thinks they're too sugary.
They made like the icing is that bathroom caulk stuff. That's what it.
They're delicious.
Terrible.
I'm gonna go have like 3 of them after the show.
They're terrible. Okay, what else you got?
Gingerbread cookies.
Like ginger snaps?
No, like yeah, ginger is nasty. Unless it's ginger ale.
But no, ginger snaps are nasty. I agree with gingerbread man. Them nasty little Debbie gingerbread men. Those are disgusting.
Oh, Trevor's munching on some right now. He loves some gingerbread cookies.
And I'll be fair with you. I don't like oatmeal cookies.
Yeah, no, they're disgusting.
They're gritty.
They're disgusting. And yeah, they get all
in your teeth and they be in the crevices.
I don't care if you put some chocolate chips and some raisins in them. I don't care.
And the cream joints from the cream pies. No.
Yes, those we agree on. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of those. All right, what else you got? What else you got on your list?
We listen and we do not judge. Cheesecake.
All right now. All right.
I prefaced it.
All right now. See, I was with you. I was like, you're not doing that bad. And then you completely
take it away.
Now
take it all away.
Now for me, I only like 2 kinds of cheesecake.
Okay.
It's gotta be Brianna. Hey Brianna. She said she's judging you. But
is that Brianna Reynolds?
Yep, sure is. She says she is absolutely judging you.
Mind
I don't like strawberry cheesecake. I like cherry cheesecake.
Isn't strawberry like the most popular one?
Yeah. And I like key lime pie cheesecake. I had it for the first time.
I actually know quite a few people that like key lime pie. But you like key lime pie cheesecake.
I don't really like key lime pie itself. Key lime pie cheesecake was really good. All right, so here's mine, man. Here's my list. Y'all can judge me all day. All right, things I never want to see again. You bring a fruitcake to my house, I'm gonna shove it down your throat and
yeah. Do those still exist? Do people still make those?
Absolutely. And they get out.
Prison.
They get bought
SWAT
out.
Team.
So
call Shamar Moore.
You bring a fruitcake to the house, you will die. 2, ambrosia. If
that's the
if you from the South.
Wait, is ambrosia like cake ice cream stuff?
No, it looks like it's like fruit and stuff mixed in this creamy white sauce.
Hold on, I got
in the bowl. Go Google it. Go Google it. It's a really good band of white people, but it's also a dessert.
Yuck!
And it is god awful.
Is that?
It's a nightmare. And that's like the first thing the adults would make sure to put on your plate because they knew they didn't want to eat it, so they would give it to the kids. So we had to deal with that.
This is disgusting.
Ambrosia, look it up. Let it be nightmare for you.
Cheese.
Is it cottage cheese? I never knew what the white stuff was.
I'm just thinking that's what it looks like.
Oh, I don't know, but it was painful to see. It was painful.
Trevor, are you eating a gingerbread man right now? He brought home a whole box of them.
Does he like the gingerbread man, like the hard ones or the soft ones? That's crazy. That sounds crazy.
I'm assuming they're crunchy. Oh no, you're not. Are they crunchy? Sleep on the couch.
Sleep on the couch. Ooh.
I'm not trying to play you. We're talking about dessert.
Are we talking about? They got the ones in the package, the individual packaged ones. and they're like softer gingerbread cookies. And then
No, he got the crunchy ones. He went to Wegmans and got the real. Him and Zaire enjoy them.
you know what's good? Them cookies my dad used to eat. Them lemon frosted cookies. Oh, where they come in a red box. And
What's a lemon? Oh, it's soft. Oh, okay. I wasn't aware. For some reason, I thought it was crunchy.
That's crazy. Okay, yeah, because they're gingerbread men that are crunchy, and yeah, but not the gumdrop buttons. All right, cool. Next one that's got to go. Jello salad.
Yes.
Jello salad's got to go. We are not in Shady Acres yet.
Prison.
Jello needs to be either Jello shots or just plain straight Jello. Don't do nothing else to it. Let it be what it was meant to be. Don't be adding fruit pieces and randomness into it and
I
changing.
don't mind when fruit's in there. I don't mind when the fruit is in there.
Because they be putting them low quality fruits in there, and I don't need that. Some low quality.
It'd be the unnamed brand.
Yeah, the pineapple look like it's been shot, and it's all just up in there. It'd be all spread out in there. Like I can't. I don't want that. They just be dumping a can of fruit cocktail in there. Like no. Now the Jello all liquidy and solidified because the extra juice was in there. Now it looks crazy. That's got to go in the two more. Rice pudding can go. Yeah.
Where are you going? Who is feeding you these things?
See, you from the Midwest. Like we Southern people know rice pudding gotta go. Rice pudding can go, and then carrot salad.
Carrot salad? I've never heard of this in my life. That's a dessert?
They used to give it as a dessert because it was sweeter because of the carrots and the raisins in it. Disgusting.
Carrots and raisins? White people, I'm sorry, y'all got to be arrested. For things like this, you have to go to prison.
So stop making them things.
Yeah, you're arrested.
Like, not be eating that crap. Like, we past that. There's too many good things that are pre-made out here that you could bring instead of trying.
There's so many great desserts.
Yeah. Like, so many things you could do, and y'all keep choosing to do this BS. Like, stop. We're done with it. All right. Moving on. We're gonna attempt to do the We Listen and We Do Not Judge challenge. Now I know y'all been seeing that going around. I don't know how some of these parents are letting the kids get away with saying some of the stuff these kids are saying. I would never play with my kids. But we're gonna play right now, and we decided to choose the category of like the worst date you've been on when you could have left, but you stayed with it. Like so Janelle, if you wouldn't mind telling us about this date of yours.
So, aren't we supposed to say we listen and we do not judge?
I'll say, we listen and
we do not judge. Okay, so at the time, you know the person that I was dating, and we had been dating for going on 5 years.
Ooh.
And this person had me get all dolled up, drove me to a very, very expensive restaurant in DC. And I'm thinking, we've been together for 5 years. Maybe he's going to propose. So we're sitting there, and finally he pulls out a box. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, he's really going to propose. And he says, and I quote, I'll never, ever forget this. This is my commitment to propose to you at some point, and pushes the ring towards me.
What? Say that again for us.
This is my commitment that I'm going to propose to you at some point. It was basically a promise ring. So y'all know me, my fuse. This is before I was in therapy and I was healed, okay? Marcus, I lost it in that restaurant. I got it because he had the people come out with like this cake, and
like
there was
really doing it.
No, but they were like, "Congratulations on your commitment." I said, "Commitment."
Wait,
I
what?
lost it. I got up. He was like, "You're embarrassing me." I was like, "I'm embarrassing you." I threw my chair and I left and made him walk home. I don't know how he got there. Mind you, it was like January
Hold on, you drove?
in DC.
You drove and he did this?
What vehicle did he ever have,
Right,
Marcus?
you're right.
So
But
this is showing my past, okay? But what vehicle did you ever see him have?
you're right. You're right. My bad. My bad. What made you take him back?
I I couldn't even tell you. I literally couldn't even tell you.
That's wow. So you're at the restaurant. Oh,
Yes.
Lula, thanks for coming. Uh, Janelle said that ginger
Oh my god.
weak boys don't survive. Janelle said ginger it tastes terrible, Lula. But
Wait a minute. Tell her what ginger I said. Don't do that.
no, you said ginger is
I
nasty.
said ginger. I said, but ginger ale, ginger gum is good.
Ginger gum. I never even heard of that.
It was very helpful when I was pregnant. I loved it.
Oh yeah, for nausea, I'm sure. I could have definitely used some.
But no,
Ginger.
I don't want no ginger cookie. Throw them things away.
Um, yeah. So literally, just to recap for those who just showed up, you said you said this man sat across the table from you at a very nice restaurant
A
with a
very,
box,
very nice restaurant.
had the guys come out and present like
There was a cake with candles and there was like 4 workers that came out and were like, "Congratulations." And I was like, "Congratulations for what?" Because now you done turn on. Again, this was before I was healed and before I was in therapy. Marcus, I lost it. I've never been back to that restaurant since that day.
I can imagine. I can definitely imagine.
I wish
Um,
John was in the chat. I know he remembers this.
okay, so
Your turn. Unless you have questions.
see, there's no reason to. The only thing we could judge you for in that situation would be you stayed, but like that's not bad. I think that's not bad. Now, here I so when I first went into the military, um, I still came in contact with some people from college. I came in contact with some people from high school. There was a girl that I knew from high school. She ended up leaving my high school initially and going to another high school. Well, she ended up at Townsend for college, uh, getting her master's. When I came back in the military, I got sent back to DC. So I was like, oh, I'm in DC. Like, you're not too far away. Like, we can reconnect and everything. So we had a few dates and everything went well. She, real pretty girl, always real put together and everything. I was like, bad. Like, this is good. So
This is good.
this is good. So one night she's like, hey, you want to come out to Townsend? My parents live up here. I stay with them. I still live with my parents up here. No, she lived in Baltimore, so she was commuting from Baltimore.
Baltimore, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, yeah, that's like a skip and a jump. That's like a 45-minute ride. I'll do it. Get up there. Her parents aren't there, so it's like just the house to ourselves. I'm like,
Okay, period.
we're about to have a night. About to have a night. Drinking water the
You're
whole drive up.
running.
Hydrated, like we're ready to go. We are ready to go. Showtime.
You are irritating.
We get there. She has dinner prepared.
Period.
I'm like, yeah, I just drove this whole way. Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes. So scarf that down. Scarf. Go up. She's like, you ready to go upstairs? Absolutely. I'm fed, hydrated, energized. Let's go. She's like, you can find something to watch. I'm going to shower and get into something to lay in the bed with. If you're sending
Whatever
me
you say.
time, I'm reading it. But all of a sudden, I hear. I'm like, I'm wearing these sweatpants. I'm wearing the Howard band pants, by the way.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
'Cause I drove
Oh
it
my gosh.
I'm
The
like,
swishies or the sweatpants?
swishies. Because I'm
Okay.
like, I need to be able to get out of these. Like I'm
Yes.
thinking one swipe, be out. So I'm like, maybe it's the way my pants are rubbing against these bed sheets. Because them Walmart bed sets, they be real like. And I'm like, oh,
I
maybe it's the
don't know. Actually, I don't buy any.
Well, we struggled. Uh, and so I'm like, "What is that noise?" So she comes back in. She's got this red nightie on, and I'm like, "Yes, yes!" Like I'm laying there. She like has her back to me, and I keep hearing this like this little noise. What is going on? I look over in the closet. Her shoes are moving. I'm like, why are her shoes
Does
moving
she
like?
have an animal?
So I'm like, you got a cat? And she starts laughing. She's like, no. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like,
Don't you dare tell me.
bruh,
Marcus, it
two
was not.
little rats in the closet, and they're rummaging. They're not just like passing through. They're residents. They're like, and she's not
There's
hearing,
compensation for your suffering.
and she's not hearing it. And like,
Did she live dirty? Well, clearly not if you were capable of eating and
but it was like she almost had the shoes there, so she didn't have to see what was going on. And I'm just like, yo, do you not see this? And so I see one of them run off, and there's like a hole clearly in the wall right there. Like, you haven't tried to tape over this or nothing. And so part of me is like, do I say something right now? Or do I ruin this opportunistic moment I'm having?
Trevor is so annoying.
With
He said you would too with your annoyance.
and I'm like, do I just say something right now? So I'm just looking at her like
I would just get up and leave. There would be
we
there would
met.
be no words.
We met.
Rats.
Yo, we met eyes. And she just looked at me, and then she turned back to watching the movie. And I was just like,
What else could she say, Marcus?
oh, she's touching my leg and stuff like she wants to initiate some
Now
things.
she's touching you. Filthy. Rabies.
I couldn't do anything because the only thing I'm thinking is like my booty gonna be out and they're gonna bite me. Like, what if they watching me? Like, just watching me do what I'm trying to do. I couldn't do nothing.
Oh.
And so I told her, I was like, you know what, I gotta get back to base. We got something going on in the morning. But I ended up staying to like because I was like, no, I can make it through the night. I was like, there's no way I'm falling asleep in this house.
You have rat.
No way.
This is how I know God is not through with me yet, because I would have said, you have rats.
She was a real sweet girl though, and she would be like, "Oh, I'm gonna come down to DC to see you," and I told her no.
And bring the rats with you?
I thought she was gonna bring them with her. Like they were gonna be in the trunk, and she was gonna take like so. Yeah, don't judge me, fella. I couldn't make it happen that night. It's just I can't do rats.
I'm so mad. He said, I just get him out. You are irritating. Trevor's a weirdo. He likes doing
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
some rats? No.
Like,
And acting like it's not happening?
she looked dead at me. I looked at him, and she looked at me.
But would you come back, Trevor? When you first came to visit me, if I had a rat, would you come back?
He probably named it.
We'll wait for the answer.
He'd probably name it. But yeah, nah, it was a crazy experience, man. She's married now, so I'm happy for her. But
Oh, good for her. I don't know why that's funny.
oh, he said he'd come back. Rats and
Oh,
all.
man, that's my man.
That rats and all. I like that. I like that. He said I'm into that.
He's loyal.
He said I'm into that. I'm into that. Not her fault. No, there's a difference.
It's just the fact that she in Baltimore, Trevor.
Like anybody who
Baltimore
knows,
rats.
you know them rats are big. Them joints.
And we lived in Baltimore.
Them rats were huge, and she was in one of them row houses. So you knew everybody's joint.
It's okay, honey. It's okay, honey. That's why I married you. You have such a great heart and a good spirit.
Whatever. Man,
I went to what?
You went to ballot.
Oh, he's saying you went to Baltimore, so you kind of should have.
Yeah, you gotta know what you were in for.
Hold on. I love living in Baltimore. I don't know why y'all be acting like it's that bad. It is, but I love living in Baltimore.
Well, you know who didn't know what they was in for? Man.
Free Luigi, man.
Wild stuff over the last weekend, man. So the CEO of United Healthcare's Brian Thompson was shot and killed execution style in New York City,
Execution style.
and it has left people reeling. As his suspect was chased down. Luigi Mangione, I believe.
Luigi!
He became player one. He was no longer the plumber's brother. He became player number one. He said,
Of Towson, Maryland.
Townsend, see, this all comes full. Hey man, don't judge me, man. Don't judge me, Tez, man. I had to do what I had to do. But yeah, so he hit him with the silenced pistol, and took him out. And then the manhunt started, but he was found in a McDonald's, with a letter on him, explaining everything he did. And I'm gonna read some of it if y'all don't mind.
Please do.
Let me read some of this letter. He said, "To the feds, I'll keep this short." This is like one of them letters that your parents used to write, "To whom this may concern." When they were really about to bless.
The feds, I'll keep this short, is hilarious.
To the feds, I'll keep this short. Because I do respect what you do for this country. To save you a lengthy investigation, I state plainly that I wasn't working with anyone. This was fairly trivial. Some elementary social engineering, basic CAD, a lot of patience. The spiral notebook, if present, has some strangling notes and to-do lists that illuminate the gist of my tech. It's pretty locked down because I work in engineering, so probably not much info there. I do apologize for any strife or traumas, but it had to be done. Frankly, these parasites had it coming. A reminder: the U.S. has the number one most expensive healthcare system in the world, yet we rank 42 in life expectancy. United is the indecipherable word there. Largest company in the U.S. by market cap, behind only Apple, Google, and Walmart, and has grown and grown. But our life expectancy, no. The reality is these people have suddenly gotten too powerful, and they continue to abuse our country for immense profit because the American public has allowed them to get away with it. Obviously, the problem is more complex, but I do not have space. And frankly, I do not pretend to be the most qualified person to lay out the full argument. But many have illuminated the corruption and greed decades ago, and the problem simply remains. It is not an issue of awareness at this point, but clearly power game at play. Evidently, I'm the first to face it with such brutal honesty. So basically, he said, I'm taking justice into my own hands.
I'm tired of it, okay?
And we,
I'm Batman.
Yeah.
Because apparently he's like really well off.
Yeah. He said, I'm vengeance. And walked right up to that man and hit him. And now I don't have.
He didn't even shoot the witness.
No.
That's how I knew this ain't got nothing to do with nobody but that man.
He had his face covered enough. I think he thought that he was good. But he's well off. He was a valedictorian of his class in high school.
But sir, why were you in Pennsylvania? Why weren't you in some other country? I don't understand.
He didn't want to run. I don't think he wanted to run. I think he wanted this to be a call to action.
I think he wanted to get caught.
This was supposed to be a call to action for him. But I think
everybody else do it. They over here taking down everybody's government. We ain't doing nothing.
Now here at the Man Cave, I want to be clear that I do not advocate for for murder or anything like that. I don't believe in it. But you got to say, nobody's going after the Arizona iced tea, man. Nobody.
Ben and Jerry's, they sleeping good.
None of them. It's just these healthcare systems that refuse to even cover you. The minute you need your insurance, you can't use it. There's all these loopholes and rules to cover you. And the best part is, so I live in Missouri right now. And Anthem had the nerve. But
what was crazy was they announced that a few hours after
it happened. And I think they really thought they were going to be able to bury that.
We can start jumping people, y'all. We have to start jumping people again. We ain't got to kill them. Just beat their ass.
They thought they were going to be able to bury that under this tragedy and get this over. Like, how tone deaf can you possibly be? I think.
I wonder, are they tone deaf or are they just stupid? I think it's just a lot of rich folks sitting in places that get to hit buttons to say yes or no, and they're literally dumb.
I don't know, but I was, when I saw it, Their plan was to drop coverage for 2 million patients. If their surgeries lasted for a certain amount of time, they would not cover the anesthesia costs. Do you know how much anesthesia costs? And they cap it at
Oh, I
$2 million.
know.
Like,
I know.
like wild.
I
Absolutely
couldn't
wild.
imagine the amount you would not be speaking to me because I would probably be in a shelter if we had to pay for
Yeah.
anesthesia, just the anesthesia.
And it's just I'm surprised this hasn't happened sooner. Like
That's what I said, and again, it's not to condone it, but how long do y'all think y'all are going to do this to people? Like,
and
how long?
remember when there was a certain candidate that was talking about, oh, we're gonna make healthcare affordable again, while you got this guy saying that got a whole one of the biggest insurance companies saying that nah, we're gonna charge you for that. And then gets up on the news yesterday and says, well, I can't promise you the tariffs aren't gonna hurt you. But you said that though. That's why they voted for
This
you.
is
And you know what else? Let me tell you how hypocritical America is. Let me tell you how hypocritical. Just say you didn't want to vote for the black woman. Just say that. Because y'all sat there and said it's because you couldn't afford bread, eggs, and milk. And we don't have money for any of the good stuff. This was the biggest Black Friday in the last 15 years,
was it really?
profit wise,
I thought people weren't go. They must have purchased online then.
online. So y'all got
Oh,
money. Y'all got money for what y'all want money for. So this is all BS. All this was BS. Just stop.
And the thing is that the price of eggs is gonna go up no matter what we do, y'all.
No matter what you do. And
Like,
presidents
I need y'all to have some
common sense. But
yeah.
this man got wiped for the policies. And the thing about it is, yes, CEOs they make decisions, but the board of directors is really who charged the decisions. The CEOs just the figure. So this man got wiped for the decisions that people made.
Denying 32% of claims is
It's
outlandish.
outrageous.
Like, what is the purpose of you at all?
Imagine, would you work at a place that said, we'll probably pay you, 66% of the time. But 30, 33.3% of the time, you might not get a check. You wouldn't work at that.
No.
So why are we accepting that for our health care? Make America great again, but we can't even afford health care. We can't even afford to stay alive. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. But this kid, not a kid, he's a man.
Free Luigi.
Yeah, he decided that he was gonna do it. And he got in his appearance today, he kind of snapped on the reporters. He was like, y'all got a lot of misconceptions. Y'all are painting me out to be this great. He's like,
Right. He said this is something to Americans
yeah.
and insult to our intelligence.
He said this is an insult to our intelligence. And I'm just happy, like, I know this man had a family. I know, like, my thing is,
so did the millions of people that he.
Yeah, all the people that you cut off, they got families too. And when you deny people coverage, people die.
It's also very interesting to me the certain people that we choose is a bad guy and is a good guy. Like, a lot of people that y'all don't like and wish their demise have families and wives and kids and stuff like that. Like, why was this such a big deal to you? Also, what is it with white men in those vests?
When it's cold outside, they just wear the vest.
It's just that, what is it about those vests?
I don't know. They don't have any blood in their extremities. I don't know. I don't see how you just wear the vest and you're warm enough. I don't.
With short sleeves?
I don't know. Maybe they just keep the core.
Yeah.
Just keep the core warm and they're good.
I am very curious if this is going to actually cause a change, or if these companies are going to be like, you know what, we're just going to have tighter security and it's a wrap.
CEOs don't go out by themselves. Like, why are you going out? Me, if I was a CEO of a company that big, I'm never going out by myself. Like, that's just not happening.
Yeah, it was so casual.
Which makes me wonder what he was up to, because he had been under investigation for some other things. Like, he wasn't just this squeaky clean dude. So if you look up Brian Thompson, you'll see he had some stuff he was He was in 2. But he was also he had to be a creature of habit for him to be able to stalk him out like that. So that's why I would tell people, be unpredictable. Don't go home the same way every day. Take that back
Right.
sometimes.
Go different ways, y'all.
Go to that same grocery store. Go to the other one.
Listen, I go to a different Target every other day. Y'all can't catch me.
Well, they just got to scope out the targets. They got a good chance of finding. They got a good. If they bring them targaritas in there.
Well, you never find me at Walmart. Know that much.
Yeah. But sad to. It's just crazy to see. That's all I'm gonna say. Crazy to see it. Crazy.
I just feel like we were taught to. Bad people are going to fall. Giants sometimes have to fall, but I feel like people are so scared to be like, well, that's what you got, buddy. Like,
it's like we fear being seen as insensitive, but insensitive is denying a third of medical.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's people have already died.
Yeah. Countless thousands of people died because of the policies enacted by this man as head of this company.
Yeah.
I have a hard time finding some. Hey, Lou. I don't know if you heard, but so Janell said that ginger is terrible. She said ginger tastes terrible. I just wanted you to
tell her exactly what I said, because you had it wrong.
Ginger. You said ginger is terrible outside of ginger ale and ginger gum, I think you said.
I was specifically referring to ginger cookies because we were talking about desserts.
Yeah, and she said all ginger stuff is nasty. So I just wanted you to know that she said that. Yeah.
I like to cook with it when it's called for.
When is it really called for? That? Just Asian cooking usually.
I don't know, but I do have some ginger in my cupboard in case I have a lot of different.
Yeah, it's only there for when you get sick. I feel like that's what it's there for. It's there for the sick. But yeah, so rest in peace to Brian Thompson, and I hope that they take a look at their company and say maybe we can do better here, and they probably won't. So.
Also, it's kind of hard to say rest in peace, and I also need people to understand that somebody got to go to hell. So maybe he's one of them. Like, I be trying to tell my mom all the time, someone has to go to hell. Like, it's not going to be empty down there. So let's stop being all, let's be clear. Okay?
The road is wide on the way down there, boy. Jesus made it a 5-lane highway.
I'm just trying to be real.
Like, they're having a sidewalk. Like you, I'm telling you.
Okay,
the things that might be going to hell. Man.
You did not have to transition like that.
I'm just.
Oh man.
I'm just going with what you give me. Man, so over the weekend, Jigga, man. Timing couldn't be worse. His daughter and wife are at the premiere of
Mufasa.
Mufasa, yeah, that we didn't need. A movie we didn't need.
Beautiful.
A movie we did not need. I wish Disney would stop with the live action.
Leave your opinion about that for later.
Can we just go back to cartoons? So the characters can actually have emotions and look like they actually saying the things they're saying?
Fair, I understand that.
Look at them and feel anything. It's just like weird.
I like when they do the live action and it's humans. Like they're doing a live action
regular movie?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They don't have to do the animals. But I am excited for Blue Ivy. I thought she looked stunning.
Yeah. And then people were giving her
since she was born. They've been hating on that beautiful angel since she was born.
She wasn't dressed modestly enough. A 13-year-old shouldn't have cleavage showing. And I'm just like, why are y'all looking at a 13-year-old like
that? What cleavage?
But why are you even thinking that way?
That's the main, yeah. I really think that it's almost like the Deion Sanders situation. I think that people cannot fathom a Black family just like raising their kids well. She's so, reserved and quiet, but she also like she's slowly blossoming. I don't know. Listen, and all y'all are poor. What is wrong with y'all? I don't understand.
back to the topic at hand, though. We were talking about Jay-Z. Jay-Z been accused, along with Sean Diddy Combs,
Well,
yeah, of raping a 13-year-old back in 2002 or something like that. It was 2002.
years ago.
It was 20 years ago. And Tony Busby, who is the lawyer for this individual who has not yet been named, and he has a troubling history of false accusations. Now, I want to preface this by saying that if Jay-Z did this, right, like if it turns out that he did this,
Right.
but I felt like the response Jay-Z gave was classic, very classic, very very appropriate for this type of accusation. Which leads me to believe, I think I saved some of it. Leads me to believe that he ain't do it.
Yeah.
Like he didn't do it, and he's about to drag this man through the mud. Um, um, go ahead with your take, Janelle. I'm gonna try to find some of this response real quick.
I agree. I don't want to really give any opinions because I do not know. Like, like with Diddy, it's kind of like clearly he's crazy. Like he looked like somebody that could do something wrong. But with Jay-Z, I really don't know. Of course, the human side of me is like, I hope that's not true. I hope no one's been traumatized like that. But if he's guilty, he deserves whatever consequence is coming to him. If he's innocent, I feel that person deserves a consequence. Ultimately, I am really questioning why parents are allowing a 13-year-old to be at a MTV VMA after party. That's absurd to me. So like, I really hope his lawyer goes all the way back. Like I'm questioning everybody.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't know.
So part of the letter, Jay-Z says, he was like, these allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. He said a criminal complaint. Whomever would commit such crimes against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree? I have no idea you could be such a deplorable human, Mr. Busby, but I promise you, I've seen your kind many times over. I'm more than prepared to deal with your type. You claim to be a Marine. Marines are known for their valor. You have neither honor nor dignity. Then he goes to say, and this is the one that got me. He said, my only heartbreak is for my family. My wife and I will have to sit our children down, one of whom is at the age where her friends will surely see the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims and explain the cruelty and greed of people. I mourn yet another loss of innocence. Children should not be made to endure such at their young age. It is unfair to have to try to explain and understand degrees of malice meant to destroy families and human spirit. And then he basically goes on to say, you messed with the wrong one, and we about to go to war. All I'm gonna say is the album about to be crazy. Whenever this is done, the album is about to go stupid. Like, I don't think you have a response that strong unless you know you got the best lawyer that can get this tossed out, or you just absolutely didn't do it, and this man made a grave mistake in trying him. The sad part to me is though is like I said, if he's involved, if Beyonce's involved in any of this, that they deserve whatever happens to them. But the sad part to me is how so many people almost seem to want them to be involved in this.
Yeah, because people have been saying, Jay-Z's next, and I'm like, why would you even put that into the atmosphere? No one wants anybody to be next. No one wants to know that someone could have been sexually assaulted or raped. No one wants to know that people that we hold dear to our culture could have done such an act. Like, I don't think people really, really think about what they're saying when they're typing on social media.
And my thing is, okay, and if they are, what do you gain? What do you personally gain from them being involved? You get a sense of, oh, I told you so. Is that what you need? Because I'm really confused on how that does anything for you. It doesn't.
Yeah, I get scared when things like that come out and people are like, especially women who, I understand we all have trauma and things that happen, but the allegation automatically means yes, it happened.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh, you're sticking up for a rapist. You don't know nothing about nothing.
And that's why you're innocent until proven guilty. Because if an accusation is enough, then we'd all be in trouble. Like
Yeah.
we'd all be in trouble. Not in that kind of
I
trouble per
really hope
se,
it's
but
not
like
true.
anything could be used against you.
Yeah, I do really hope it's
I
not
wish
true.
y'all had the same energy for all these fake preachers out here doing all this crazy mess. But y'all don't have energy for them. But y'all got energy for Beyonce and Jay-Z. But y'all got energy for them.
Because Beyonce and Jay-Z aren't within reach.
These people been
Our
stealing.
own pastors are within our reach.
Yeah, and they've been stealing your money. They've been reaching in your pockets for years. But you ain't got the same energy with them. He done told you every year your greatest year was coming, and you still out here living paycheck to paycheck. That $1 million, the seed you sowed all them years ago that you were supposed to, it still ain't grew. But you ain't got the same energy for him. Jay-Z and them got to be the frauds, but not him. Y'all don't got the same energy with that uncle at Thanksgiving that keep hugging them cousins of yours a little too tight and always be followed. But y'all don't have the same energy about that. Y'all give him that. Y'all just know how he is. Y'all know how she is. Y'all give him that. But these two people who y'all do not know, who you were just at their Renaissance tour,
I was there.
now all of a sudden y'all want it's gotta be them. They all going down.
Like, why would y'all want the demise of an entire? Because they don't.
We
People
lose
are
as a
just,
people if that happens.
I
We
hate
lose as a culture if that happens. Like this is not good. And I'm not saying they are the culture, but there have been an indelible mark upon the culture, upon hip-hop,
absolutely.
upon all genres for Beyonce. Like
Yes.
this would
And
be
Jay-Z is one of the biggest rappers of our time. Like, it's not something that anyone wants.
the first rap billionaire. Like do
Yeah.
you understand the
I
position?
am begging him to get a facial something. Like, honey,
Get
stop.
Jaws, them deputy dog jaws he got on there. Yeah, he got them jaws. But yeah, I don't understand what people think they gain from this happening. And I just it's sad.
I have to be careful what I put out there because we ain't all of us. We are literally not exempt from mess. I don't understand why people like you don't know what you could walk into tomorrow.
Yeah. And then it only takes one person to claim you did something for your life to be turned completely upside down. Now, luckily, this man and his wife, they have the resources. Like they,
Yeah, they
and
have the
you know what?
ultimate resources.
And y'all wonder why she doesn't post. You wonder why they don't post. This is why.
They
The
can't do anything.
higher you climb, the harder you people are.
What's crazy is we give Boosie more space to be, knowing he had his kids raped and all this stuff. Like, I really just wonder what it is. But Jay-Z just has to be.
Boosie and them are considered real when they're problematic as hell. But because they said, "Oh, Jay-Z moving with the white folk now."
And I know we love his verse on Wipe Me Down, and Set It Off is my jam. Okay?
Yeah.
But
We don't talk about their personal life.
and Boosie is a homophobe. Like I said, he had his children literally molested by strippers. I'm not understanding.
Mystical literally came out and said,
Mystical's in jail though for
"I
rape.
know," but that man came out in the first line of the song. I came out with my in his hand.
And what's crazy, definitely singing that song top to bottom at that age. And I'm just like, now I'm thinking,
And they talking about be
Janelle.
cool. Like, bro, you came in with your like. I don't know. I'm just saying. I hate to say, especially with the Super Bowl coming up, with Kendrick coming up, he was big in supporting Kendrick being, Jay-Z plans the Super
Isn't that
Bowl.
always when it happens?
And it's like, why are we doing this right now? Like, what?
That's the thing. I do not believe in victim because again, if this man, if it comes out to be true that he did this, he deserves to be under the jail,
Yeah,
along with that girl's parents.
absolutely.
But it seems like every time some event or something is happening, that's when people are going to be like, and maybe it's them being triggered. I don't know because I'm trying to speak with grace, but it's just, I don't know.
I want people to be able to accuse
root for all Black people.
Yeah. I want people to be able to not accuse, but rightfully accuse anybody, no matter how powerful they are. And that's why I applaud Cassie for what she did. I think
I hope she feels amazing right now.
like I love that. But what I was scared that was going to happen was people were going to say, it's open season, and any accusation now,
Mhm.
even if it's a varying degree of truth, because literally it could have been okay that day, and now she could turn around and say, you know what, I wasn't okay. And
Yeah.
now a lot of these, I feel like a lot of artists are gonna just start paying off people
Yeah.
just.
Yeah. Amen.
It's not worth the fight. It's not worth the public damage to your name to fight this anymore.
Yeah. That's what Diddy's problem is. He can't keep paying people. That
You,
doesn't work anymore.
I mean, look at R. Kelly's net worth. Like he's got a negative net worth. He's worth negative money. Like because he couldn't pay off his. Now and he did it. And he did it.
We
Now,
know.
now imagine paying when you didn't do it
Yeah.
and losing everything you worked so hard for over the years. Like, and I'm not saying I don't know if Jay-Z's innocent. I
We
don't.
know.
But I would hate to see if he is the fact that he had to deal with this. And you
Yeah,
know
I
what the
just
worst
don't
part
want
is?
to believe that every single person that becomes, they work their way up to become wealthy is evil. I really don't want to believe that. Unfortunately, majority of the time, I'm proved wrong.
And the
But
worst
like,
part about it is there's no winning for Jay-Z. There's no way to win this for him or Beyonce. There is no win. If it gets proven that it's a frivolous suit and it was wrong, oh, he just paid it off. Though.
mhm,
And then if he does pay it off, oh, he was guilty. He knew he did it. And then if he's proven guilty, oh, he knew he did it. Like
it doesn't matter. Yeah.
there is no win for him. This
And they
just
were already speculating with her. They were saying, oh, when they were taking pictures at the movie premiere, he wasn't putting his arm around her shoulder. So clearly,
they put their daughter between them instead of like giving her
them
the
coming out as a family was statement enough.
yeah, they know. And
And
then
it wasn't about them, it was about Blue.
and they were like, "Oh, he's wearing his wedding ring. He hasn't worn that wedding ring since 2008." Like,
Why would you ever be in someone's business like that?
I actually know a few married couples who don't wear rings.
Hello? I mean, I wear mine because I think it's
Yeah,
really pretty, but
because it was the promise of the commitment to. It was the promise of the commitment to give you the ring. Trevor just beat him to it. Trevor beat him to the promise. Like, but no, but yeah. So good luck, Jigga. I hope you
I really do hope we find out this is wrong. And
yeah,
I hope that as a community, we support him.
good. Good. Final thoughts. Let's go to our final thoughts of the night. Few things. There's a lot of good shows on right now. I haven't watched The Madness. I know I need to get to that one.
The madness.
There's some show called The Madness that
Oh,
everybody
on Netflix, what's his
yeah.
face? Yes, I need to watch it too. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't started Alex Cross. Got to get to that.
Well,
I like the hype to die down. I know why y'all want me to hurry up. I want the hype.
no, really, I really enjoyed it for the show.
You're laughing because you know
No, because like,
I don't want to hear it.
no, the show is really, really good. Also, I felt like just about everybody in there was good looking. His friend, everybody was fine. Sorry.
Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna start that. The Killing of John Benet Ramsey is on
Oh,
Netflix.
do I need to watch that? Are we gonna talk about that on the show?
We should talk about it. I want to know what everybody's conspiracy theory is on it because I have
They're
some.
never gonna find out who killed that girl. I remember being like
It's
5 and she was all over those magazines.
yeah, it's just a lot of inadequacies with that police department. Just made me mad. Like I don't know even know how to describe it. The Killing of Steve McNair 1, 2 on Netflix was
The killing of Steve McNair.
yeah, the Titans quarterback, black Titans quarterback.
Oh no, I watched that. I
Yeah,
did watch
the ending was like, but
yeah. It
yeah.
was all set up, yeah.
And then we got Jamie Foxx making his return to stand up
Yes,
that
I need to
came out
watch
today,
that.
so I need to watch that tonight. I intended to try to watch it today, but it just did not happen. So definitely a lot of stuff for us to catch up on. So please do that so we can talk about it on the show. Janelle, Miss Awesome, the Aussie hair thing. Awesome. They spelled it with Australia word like that.
Aussie.
Yeah, Aussie, whatever. They're awesome, obviously. But tell us what you got going on. Tell us what we need to know going into this frigid spell we got going on here. What do we need to know?
I actually don't have much going on. I try not to focus on content during the holiday season. I don't really care. If brands reach out to me, that's cool, but I don't do like the whole pitching thing or anything. But I'm tired of y'all being ashy. I don't I don't understand why y'all are okay with being ashy.
You're stealing my thunder. Go ahead.
It's really upsetting me.
Go be my
So, with your lips, walking around with, like, the skin of your lips folded up because it's so dry, it's not okay. It's not okay. And Aquaphor and Vaseline, that might not be enough. You need to drink water. Y'all got to drink water. Also, you can get a hyaluronic acid serum. You can get the cheapest hyaluronic acid serum you can find. You can go to Dollar General and just put some on your lips and then put on some Vaseline. You need some extra hydration because I'm sick of seeing y'all mouths moves and it's like on your lips. I've had enough. And in here, why is it ashy in 2024?
hard to keep that because I use my hands a lot to lift things and stuff. So it's get.
But
But I can't go
the key, when you put your lip balm on, go like that.
Oh yeah, but you got to make sure your hands clean, or else
Well, you should be clean.
you got to make sure your hands clean. You doing stuff like that. That norovirus is going around, y'all. Had me laid out. Had me laid out in a hotel in Jamaica. Like, don't be playing. Make sure your hands clean.
And speaking of your hands, y'all really need to wash your hands. Like, it's not a joke.
Absolutely. All right. With that being said, y'all know it's time. I mean, Janell channeled her inner Marcus.
I'm so sorry. I've had enough, Marcus.
I'll-
Wait, I have a question for you. On it was not First Take, but what's his face? He's bald. He has the really. Trevor knows what I'm talking about. He's dark skinned. He has a really big. He used to play football. He has a really big face. He looks like a turtle. Trevor knows what I'm talking about.
McFarlane or who are you talking about?
They call him oh my gosh. Anyway, his face was so he's very, very dark skinned, which this is important to the story. His face was so dry, it was like a white circle. And every time he smiled, like his skin, I was watching and I was like, I want to moisturize his face so bad.
He was about to bleed if he smiled too hard.
But that's it. Oh my gosh.
All right. Thanks, Marcus, for for that one. I was just gonna say this. Happy holidays to everyone except you Asian game developers. And I mean that in the most respectful way I possibly can.
I have nothing to do with this.
Because you know why I
They gonna hack your shit. You gonna wake up, everything gonna be black.
I'm gonna have all my shit. Because there's no reason why I should be playing a simple tower defense game while I'm past the time before a meeting while people are around. And the next thing I know, I beat a level, and there's an ad with big-breasted women saying, "Hi, boss. My boss is coming. You should close the door." Like, why is this happening right now?
Not my boss is coming. Please go.
Why do y'all do this to us? Everybody
That really is disgusting.
My phone thinking I'm a nasty boy now because I got anime Asian boobs bouncing on my screen. And I got the brightness up because the windows are there, so I got to be able to see my phone. So now
everybody's seeing everything.
Asian boobs on my screen.
Jail.
Y'all have to stop. We have kids that play with our phones and see these things. I hope all your Christmas trees tip over tonight. Just tip over.
That's mean.
No, all them game developers, I hope they Christmas trees tip over. I hope they do. I hope y'all all get fruitcake all year long.
You be saying that about the Cowboys.
I don't want to talk about that. How you mess up a block punt? You want to lose.
To be honest, I was really hoping Joe Burrow beat y'all. But dang.
He didn't beat us. We lost. We lost the game ourselves. We literally didn't have to touch the ball. If I'm the
and
coach,
Jerry Jones out here signing people's hats.
Jerry Jones isn't even alive. I think he honestly just gets transfusions every day to continue life.
He's literally a corpse. He's a corpse.
That man is being held in suspended animation. He's not real anymore.
He's Mitch McConnell.
Because if I'm that team's coach, you block that kick, and if you don't recover it going backwards, everybody run off the field. Just run off the field. Because nothing can happen if you run off the field. Michael Parsons is
I'm sorry,
done.
y'all.
Then walked back to the locker room. He said, I'm done. I'm done. I can't do it. With that being said, I love y'all. Happy holidays. Thanks again for the birthday love. I appreciate all of you. Can't wait to share the 33rd year of life with you. And we will see y'all soon. With that being said, peace.